All right. I'm trying to go live right here, Mimi. I'm trying to go live on YouTube, but it's I don't know. The camera's been giving me a problem. I don't know. I don't know why. What? Man, you're retarded.
Daddy.
That's why you're so retarded, Mimi.
Daddy.
I know your sister's retarded. Say hi to your sister.
My sister.
All right. I'm trying to shoot a video here on Facebook. Man, hair's tore up. Maybe I should have combed my hair. Can't comb dreads. Anyways, I'm trying to shoot a video on live and talk to both of you at the same time. This video, it's a simple maybe 10 or 15 minute video. Maybe it's going to be a 10 or 15 minute video. I don't know. Plus, I'm trying to test out my lighting to see if my lighting is any good. For some reason, it's not really good with the laptop. I think I need to get me a better camera up here. It looks fairly decent on Facebook Live, though. Yeah. It looks decent. Log on. Say hi to your brother. Girl. Crybaby butt. Anyways. Right now, I am trying to shoot this video over here. Stop, little girl. To show you, or to let you know what you need, what equipment you'll need just to start out a simple little printing shop in your home. You don't need nothing like this. For the time being, you don't need nothing like this. This is a monster right here. This handles a lot of work. I mean, if you have the money, if you have the expenses to start out that way, well, hey, go for it. You know, if you have the room, go for it. I mean, I don't have a lot of room, but this is what I'm doing in my home. I don't know what you want to do in your home. That's up to you. Now, these are the basic things you're going to need, all right, in order to start out a small little, enterprise in your home. I mean, you don't need a storefront or a warehouse or any of that junk. You don't need nothing like that. I mean, you really don't. You really, really don't. Now, one, you're gonna need a computer. You definitely gonna need a computer. Definitely a good computer. I got three. Because I do different things on them. Like right now, while I'm shooting live, this computer right here, I only use it for getting online and messing around with my website. That's the only reason why I use this. Why? Because I don't want any viruses or anything to boggle up the system. Right? So when you got too many programs or software on your system, it slows everything down and messes everything up, and then you got to get stuff. Now, make up your mind where you want to be. You want to be up here? You want to be over there? Huh? You want to be over there? Oh, the lighting is way better over here. It's way better over here. Anyways, computer. You need a computer, at least one. You need software to edit the images that you need to print. You could have some simple software from Corel, Photoshop. You can have older software. I got older software. I don't have all the updated software. I really don't. I'm still working off of Photoshop 6. and Photoshop 7. I think I got 40. Well, I started out with Photoshop 6, but when I bought this computer right here, it came with it. For some reason, it just upgraded itself. What are you making fun of me? You making fun? You making fun of me? Yeah. Say hi to your brother. Anyways, computer. Have one computer for just editing your software. With editing software. You can even get a rinky-dinky freaking software. As long as the software can convert. Like if you screen printing, like this right here is screen printing. Right? It's called t-shirt. I mean, with frames and everything. Now, if you decide to go that route with screen printing, you're gonna need a few things with that too. Now, let's start out with just heat transfer paper. All right. Let me see. Where did I put my?
What happened next?
Oh.
What happened next?
Oh, okay. Here, I found it. I found the heat transfer paper.
Are you
All right.
okay?
This is heat transfer paper. All right. And this particular paper I ain't never tried before. It's called the Jet Pro. I think you got to cut it out too. I believe you got to cut this one out. And you can print a whole image right here on this side. Not on the blue side. Not on this blue side. You don't print on this side. You print on this side of it. You take the image. You run it through your. All right. You. Let me start from the beginning. Shit, I'll get you all confused. I just got confused. All right. You take the image, the image from your clients, load it into the computer, load it into your software on your computer. Then, after you color corrected the image. I forgot about my mic. After you color correct the image, stop nudging. I forgot that I got a mic. For my.
That's your neck?
Yeah, it goes on my neck right here.
Oh.
I forgot about it. Totally forgot about it. People probably going like, dang, can't even hear this dude.
Bobby, that you know your neck?
Yeah. Now, you upload the image of your client into your computer, into the software.
Okay.
Now remember, versus computer you buy, and software, right? And then you need the different type of. There's a couple of different types of heat transfer papers that you can buy. I use a couple of different types, especially when it comes to self-weeding stuff. Especially when it comes to like self-weeding paper, it's not the greatest because sometimes if you buy like a 50 pack, out of that 50 pack, you might have like 35 that are good. Maybe a little bit more. It depends.
Bobby,
Anyways.
how was your lap?
You want to see my lap? Okay. Anyways, now that you got your computer, the software, the paper, heat transfer paper, stop nudging. Now you got all those things. Now you want to get a heat press. Now my heat press is on the other side over there. Now if I pick my computer up and do like this, the camera might go out. I have no idea what's wrong with this camera. Something is wrong, really wrong. Every time I pick it up and do something, it like the whole screen goes black. So I'm scared to do that. Well, I'm gonna try it anyway, so you can see what I'm talking about. All right, you want to get down? Want to say hi first before you get down? Say hi.
Hi.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna pick it up anyways to show you.
Bobby.
What? I'm gonna pick it up anyways, so let's see if I can show you. Okay, don't blank out on me. Oh crap! All right. You see it way back there on my table? I got a heat press back there. You see it? All right, let's see if you can see better. Yeah, it's over there. You see it? All right. make sure this camera don't go out. Anyways,
Papa.
and a heat press.
Papa.
Now, computer,
Papa.
software, heat press. What, baby? A computer, software, and a heat press. All right. Now, printer. I got a printer right here to the side of it. No, to the side over here. The better printers to really work with is Epson. Usually anything Epson that, you know, creates real good photos, those are usually the better ones to work with. Yeah, when it comes to heat transfer papers, I usually use those. I don't use what they recommend. I forgot the brands of those. I don't use those. I wouldn't if it's too expensive. You want to keep costs down. See, that's how you keep costs down, because you print at home, right? You got a nice, oh yeah, and a website. Now, see, the next thing you might need is a what you call a plotter cutter. Now, I know a lot of you guys have heard of the Cricut cutters. Those Cricut cutters that cut. The best one to get, I'm thinking about picking it up too. I have a plotter, but it's in Chicago, so I'm gonna go pick it up probably next month. It's a really big one, so that one I can cut out like big signs and stuff like that. But I'm gonna get a small one for like small jobs. So yeah, one of those Cricut plotters will work perfect, because a lot of people they like to place orders for, you know, just letterings and stuff, you know, on their t-shirts. So stop, Nachi. So you want to get the vinyl, the heat press vinyl for that. You can get them in small sheets. I mean, you literally can, and it'll fit inside the Cricut cutter. It's called the Cricut plot. I don't know what it's called. It's Cricut. You get one of those too to put inside your arsenal, so that way you can do multiple different types of printing for people. Now, you don't need this thing yet, you know, because you could just use the Cricut cutter, your printer, your computer, your software, and that main thing, the heat press. All right, spend at least about $200 on your heat press. I would. Now, those are the basic things that you'll need at home to start out printing small jobs, like, you know, 12 shirts, 24 shirts. When you start getting a little bit bigger and people start asking for like different types. See, like that image right there, I screen printed it because I don't have my plot. I could have vinyl cutted it, but I didn't want to. I would have rather screen print it because it comes out real nice and thick the way the customer wants. So I got a great deal on this press. Now, like I was telling you before, now if you want to do multiple types of printing, you can get. I got another press. I don't even use it. It's a 4-color press with one station. That's the one I used to use before, and that's the one I always used to use. That one I did a lot of work on, and I made a lot of money off of it. I made a lot of money off of it, and I don't use it anymore. I don't use it anymore since I got the big boy. You can get like a 1-station 4-color press or a 2-station 4-color press. You can do that, but then you're gonna need a few more things to go with that. All right, let's say you don't want a heat press and you just want a screen print. All right, you're still gonna need a computer, you're still gonna need the software, and you're still gonna need the printers. Those 3 things. Now you need to get a press, a small little press with frames like those, right? That go on there, frames like that. And you're going to need all the materials that you need to break down frames. And you're going to need You're gonna need your sheets to shoot your film on. Let's see if I can find a piece of film that I shot. Didn't I? Oh, sure. Oh, I do have one. All right, here's a small little one. All right.
That one's cool.
Yeah, this film, see? This is a small piece. I have to cut it out. See? You print it out on your printer. Is it backwards?
Bobby.
See?
Bobby, be here.
This is film that you use to shoot on those frames back there. See? So you're gonna need a few more things. Hell, you're gonna need, let's see, a press, frames, the emulsion. Hell, you're gonna need this tacky stuff that goes. This stuff. You spray it on the on your palette. You spray it on the palette, and then it sticks to. It makes sure that your shirts don't move. Let me see the palette. Let's see. Right here, this is a flash dryer. You're gonna need a flash dryer too. They do sell small little sets like that where you get, you know, the 4-color press. You get your 4-color press. You get a flash dryer. You get some frames, and you get a couple little materials. And then, you know, you also get ink.
Yeah.
You get stuff to remove ink. You get stuff to remove the emulsion. See this blue stuff on here? It's called emulsion. You're gonna need that stuff too. So you're gonna need quite a few little things. That's the thing about, you know, screen printing with ink. You when it cut heat press printing, you only need a few things with that. But when it comes to screen printing, it's a longer process. It's nicer, lasts longer, but you need a few more things than you do with heat pressing. You know, so it's your decision whether you want to go heat pressing, or you want to go screen printing, or you want to implement both. Right? I've implemented both.
Yeah.
Now I'm going to try to implement the DTG printing for those. I'm going to try to implement those 3 things. Hi, Marisol. Say hi to your titi. You want to say hi to titi? You don't want to say hi to titi? Dang, girl. Man, being mean today. I'm shooting a YouTube video right. I'm like live right now on YouTube here, but I'm live on Facebook here. I'm live on both. Okay, back to you. When it comes to heat transfer printing, you only need a few things to heat transfer. Different types of where the paper? Different types of paper. Yeah, this is the paper I got right now. Also vinyl for heat transfer, and then the cutter. That way it cuts out the letters. It'll cut out the letters, and then you can heat transfer it. Then you can heat transfer it on some shirts. Remember, when it comes to screen printing, like on this big old beast back here, you need a few more things. You still need the computer, the printer, the software, but then you need, you know, these kind of sheets to print the different types of film. Where's the film at? What you do with the film? Did you take the film? I was taking stuff. Dang it! I don't know what she did with the film. What did I do with it? Oh, there, I did it. See, different types of film. This kind of film. See, because the printer is going to print out everything in black. You need everything printed out inside black. In black. What are you doing? Now you need a heat press. I mean a screen printing press. It's called a screen printing press, or a silk screening press. You need frames. Then you need the materials you need to use to shoot the frames. It's quite a few little materials. They do sell kits that do provide you with basically everything. I mean, basically everything. you know, but it's a smaller kit, and you can print inside your home and you can make money, because I've done it and I'm still doing it. I had a store, I had warehouses, I had all that junk. You don't Some people just want those things. Some people just want to have those things and look fancy, and I can print exactly the same as just any other store that you go to or any other warehouse. I print exactly the same. A good thing to have when it comes to screen printing. I'm not going to talk about heat pressing. Heat pressing. Stop that. Stop it. Heat pressing, you don't need a lot of experience with it. You can go on YouTube and people can show you how to do it real easy. You'll see it all over YouTube with a lot of people and how they do it. It's real easy. Screen printing like this is a totally different process. It's a longer process and you need a little bit of skill. It's always good to have worked in that industry. If you worked inside that industry, that's a good thing. I worked inside that industry. I think when I first started, I think I was 20. Yeah, I think I was 28 years old. And that's when I started. That's when I started in that industry. And I've been doing it for that long. I've done a lot of other stuff too. But they do have a lot of videos on screen printing too. You should, before you start printing on these, you should practice a little bit. Do a couple of shirts for yourself or a couple of family members. So that way, because this is one of the hardest parts right here. Shooting this film onto this thing. Because if the emulsion ain't right and the time that you burn that image onto there ain't right, it's not going to come out right. And if the image that if the image that your customer gave to you, if the resolution is bad, like this customer, he gave me a bad resolution. The picture was bad. What? He gave me a bad picture. So I had to tweak it a little bit. So if the customer gives you bad resolution on a picture, you let them know. You have to let them know that you gave me a bad resolution because you try to give me something something with a better resolution on it. If they say, well, that's all I have, well, then you have to tell them, well, it's not going to print out correctly. It's not going to print out correctly on this one. It's not going to print out correctly on here. And if it doesn't print out correctly on here, it will not shoot properly on here. And you'll have big issues when it comes to when you start screen printing the ink through the image. You'll have real bad jagged edges, or something is messed up, clogged up, something. So those are things that you need to know, like literally, and those are equipments that you'll need in order to start out something. It depends if you want to go heat transfer or if you want to go screen printing. It's your decision. Of course, heat transfers, yeah, they're quick. They're a lot quicker, yeah. But heat transfers, they don't last a long time. You know, they don't last. Some do, but you have to learn how to wash your shirts inside out. See, that's the key. Whenever you buy anything screen printed or heat transfer, wash the shirt inside out to protect it. A lot of people, they forget to turn the shirt inside out. Anyone that you buy from any store, you always do that. Just turn it inside out. Just turn it inside out, and it'll protect it for a long time. And you'll have it for a long time. Now, when it comes to DTG printing, all right, that's that printing that it's kind of like heat transferring, but the difference is you put the image on a computer, you send the image to the printer, the big printer, You put the t-shirt inside the printer and it prints out quickly, like in less than 20 minutes. But it uses a different type of I think it's a DuPont type ink. It's a t-shirt type ink. It's a good ink. It's more expensive, way more expensive. But the printing is high quality. It is. I admit. I've seen it. It's high quality. I mean, I wish I could afford something like that, but I can't. You know, I'm gonna get into it though. I definitely am. So that way, you know, I get a lot of customers every day that want stuff done. Oh, you think you could do it today, or could you have it done tomorrow? No, no. They don't understand the process of what you got to go through. You know, they really don't. When I screen print, that is, heat pressing. Yeah, I could do it maybe in a day or two. That's totally different. But the quality is not going to be like real high. It's going to be high. It's going to be just like everyone else, but it's not going to last you forever, like screen printing would. You know. So, yeah, but when it comes to experience on how to do it and then dealing with the customers, totally different story. A total different story. So those are things that those are the equipment, the type of equipment you're going to need. I might have missed something. If I missed something, let me know. Yes. My phone? Well, my phone's over there because I was testing out this light over here. See, I got some a light box right here, and I got my phone shooting right here live on Facebook, and I wanted to test out this light box to see if it would give me better light, at least here. Well, it didn't, but it's giving me better light here, and I like how it's looking here. And I don't know if you remember, I showed you guys my new camera. I got a new Canon, the Canon Rebel 3Ti. It's an older model, but it shoots like really good. And I'm gonna use it for this. I don't even know if I could hook it up for live. Good question. I don't even know if I can do that. I might. I'll test it out to see if it does. But it shoots like really good, and I've been trying to get the quality for YouTube, my YouTube videos, a lot better. But I went off the subject. Those are the things that you need to start something out in your home. You don't need a shop. You don't need a warehouse. You don't need to go to the flea market. It's nice. It's nice to have. I've had it, you know. But you have to consider how much you're spending. And do you have enough money to spend each month to rent? And then you got rent, lights, gas, you know, and then the material. So you have to implement all that stuff inside the pricing of how much you're selling your stuff for. Home. There's a lot of things you don't have to worry about, because if you already pay rent at home, okay, you already pay your rent and your lights and your gas. You don't need a shop. You know, like mine right now, the way I'm running everything, I'm letting everybody know I am an at-home based printing business. That's what I am. I print exactly the same, just like everyone else. The only difference is that I do it at home, and I have my customers either call me or they can come here. You know, sit down right here on the couch. They can relax. I put their image inside the computer, and we work on it from there. That's the only difference. Now, you get a lot of customers that don't want to come to people's homes because they feel like it's, I don't know, their mentality is, I don't know, off. They'd rather go to a storefront and spend more money because it's pretty. That's stupid. I find it stupid. But, people are going to be people, It's going to be hard for you to start it out at home at first. It will be hard, because when it comes to trying to get customers and trying to convince them that they should come to you, that's going to be difficult, but it can be done. You have to remember, it's going to take time. It's going to take a little bit of time. You don't start making money willy-nilly right away. You don't. Because it took me time. It took me time, So those are the things you're going to need. Those are the things you're going to want. It just depends on how you want to go, what route you want to take. So that's my advice to you today. All right, YouTube family, peace.